It's spooky time! Yay! You beat a level!
Daddy need a sofa.
No, Daddy doesn't need anything.
But babe.
Who wants that, Chad?
Don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. She doesn't know I'm about to read it live on stream. There you go.
No.
She sent the pamphlet back.
To go, and we were on like one of the last days we were there.
Oh,
My car's in a video game.
Mom, you really don't have to lie. Okay, I know it's
Mom.
you. Thanks, buddy. You're literally our only viewer, so thanks for joining.
Oh, that's disturbing. Perfect.
I just got it.
Yay!
I
We did it,
crashed-
everybody.
I crashed it with Kyle's. Oh, we are. Something is blowing up. This is great.
Well, at least our baby boy is in there.
Yes! Dude! Yes! Karen came in clutch. Oh my gosh.
Coming in.
Get her.
Come on.
She's down.
There's someone else. There's someone else.
Yes! Oh man!
I probably woke the baby up. Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
I screamed so loud. Hello, everybody. We're live. All 5 of us. It's going to be an incredible stream. Karen, welcome.
Hello.
This is
Thank you.
your first official Spooky Pixel, right? You've been in the background for a couple of them.
No, I was on the
The Visage one last week.
Visage.
She was on.
I was on there.
Another
With
great
Kyle and
stream.
Will.
I don't watch. Will. I'm trying to think about it. I think the only content of ours that I'm not on that I deliberately watch are the documentaries because we group edit them, group proof them, and local chat. When I'm not on local chat, I do listen to the episodes to hear you badmouth.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
We didn't make that much fun of you. I don't think.
I'm sorry. I really didn't want to do that, but I was sitting on my computer at 8 p.m. and I was like, okay, can I work this up? Can I work up the energy? And I was like, no. So I typed that message and then I walked 10 feet to my living room and I laid down on the carpet and I fell asleep for 4 hours.
sneakily have added him.
1 second, folks.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi,
Hi.
Kyle.
I was
Hi.
making dinner and lost track of time.
That's fine. I didn't even know if you were coming because I think Ian had pinged. So it's a
I-
welcome surprise.
Yeah, that's my entire existence. Whose parsec am I jumping onto?
It's Ian's. I think you just have to send him a friend request.
No, I think I'm already friends with him.
Oh, that works.
Are you good? Did that accept?
Mm,
Oh, no, wait.
Still says
Now-
waiting.
now
to
you
connect.
should.
There we go. Now I can see it. Perfect.
Okay, 2 seconds, folks. Just
I'm the guy that walks in 10 minutes late to the movie theater with popcorn and
Excuse me.
Starbucks.
Excuse me, madam. Yes, that's my seat.
That's my seat. Excuse me. Can you move your legs, please? Thanks.
So what happened? since I've been
This movie sucks.
Yeah, they didn't explain any of the setup.
Somebody did that to Dune. One of my friends was like, "Yeah, I missed the first like 15 minutes, and I didn't
What?
I didn't like the movie." I was like, "Well, it's pretty important."
No, I feel like the first 15 minutes can include the
It's like all
paragraph
the-
at the beginning of the
yeah.
movie.
I feel like most movies, it's like the first 15 minutes are the most crucial.
test some stuff real quick. Ah!
This microwave popcorn.
Okay.
is real good.
It's really good.
Kyle, give me a voice check real quick.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, folks, I think we're good to go.
Hey, look at that.
I think we can just catch you up, Kyle. Haunted house. 7 people have died in the house so far.
Oh, so
And-
excited.
Vincent Price's character is renting the house for the night as a haunted spooky party. And is it whoever survives the night gets $10,000? Whoever stays the full night gets $10,000.
Okay, and this is in like the when
I
what
think
time
it's
period are we?
I think
in?
it's modern day, which is 1959. That's when the movie was
Okay.
made.
Present day.
Present day. Man, I wish there was a way in OBS Ninja to maximize 2 windows, but not your window. That would be nice. Regardless. Okay. All right, let's do it, folks. Everybody good to go?
Yeah. Sorry for
Good to go.
the hiccup. I wanted to.
No,
be
I'm just
here.
glad we caught it because I was
Yeah.
I had it hidden. All right, here we go.
The party's starting now, and you have until midnight to find the
is
house on Haunted Hill.
Very modern building.
Oh, I made it for the title sequence. I'm okay. That's
Yeah.
a nice. It looks like a mausoleum.
This is what I feel like the Tomb of Horrors looks like.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like a building from Blade Runner.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Art
Yeah.
Deco.
Like one of
20s.
the Tyrell buildings.
Like from the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yo, let's hear it for Rob. Great job, man.
Rob with 2 B's.
I always do that. The first, actually, you've never complained about it, so I can't even do like a Karen complains about this. But whoever the first name is in the credits, like right after a show ends, I just go like, "Thank you," and like say their name. It's my
And it's
favorite.
like the unit production manager.
It's like, oh, Jerry Irvin, great producing, musically editing. I feel like they love me.
That's a good view.
You ever see the miniature they built for that shot in ET over the city?
I'm gonna look up this house real quick.
Makes me think of that. Oh, NASCAR 21. Two Richards. Two Richards.
It is a Frank Lloyd Wright house. The Enos house. I thought it looked like Frank Lloyd Wright.
I've been to the church he built near LA.
It's still there. Got renovated in 2007, or restored, I guess you would say.
Tore it down.
They said it was gonna fall down, but they restored it.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Really?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Fuck California, asshole.
Are we all strangers to each other? Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No.
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I feel like he almost forgot his
don't know.
line there.
All the details about running the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
What about female?
And 5 wives, I believe.
4,
Five
I think, so
wives.
far.
A
This
$50,000
is
party for
present
only
day.
5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire. Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
This thing's made of solid steel.
Oh, that's out of focus.
Vincent?
Vinny?
It's like in Hitman when you drop the shit.
Yeah.
Great.
Annabelle. Our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. Well, that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend the night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends?
How much would
Do we have any
$50,000
friends?
in
No, your jealousy
1959
took care of
today?
that.
A
I
lot
had
of
a
money.
reason for inviting
No, not
each
really.
guest.
3
I
million.
wanted kind of a cross-section. From
Like a
psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They
471,000.
share one thing. They all need money.
Wow.
Now let's see if they're
Yeah,
brave enough to earn it.
3.4. So.
I'd do it for $500,000.
And you call this
Yes.
a party?
It's almost 100,000 per
Could
person.
be.
Wow.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny,
That's
Frederick.
dangerous.
Make a good headline.
Yeah, this is
Playboy kills wife with
Lethal.
champagne.
present
cork.
day.
Will you
She kind
join
of looks
me?
like Meryl Streep.
No, thank you.
Just a
little
sip
bit.
might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party,
Can't take him anywhere.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
but still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free?
How much is $1 million
You want it
in
all,
today's
don't you?
money?
I deserve it all.
As much.
Your jealousy isn't
Well, he said it's
tax-free.
almost 10
I think it's about
She said $1
10.
million.
Defectiveness is maddening.
It's 10
yeah,
million.
Almost 10 times, so it's...
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days,
Think so?
God.
if I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes. Arsenic on the rocks.
What is this? Phantom
Annabelle.
Thread?
You'd do it again if you thought you could get away with
I
it.
haven't
wouldn't
seen
you?
it.
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you.
This is creepy.
I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas.
Dude, what the
Don't let the
heck?
ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me.
I feel
Makes
like
wrinkles.
if you replace this dialogue and put it in the Addams Family, it would like that
Yeah.
could be like something that they would
Right.
actually say, and it would be funny and charming. But here it's just really creepy.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. Funny thing is, the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
What's up there?
Wife, probably in a
Longest
rage,
Slayer?
threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details.
Smoking and
The
drinking.
caretakers will leave at midnight,
I love
locking
old
the
movies.
here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from the pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
Spooky.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. A ghost for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
Where?
I see it.
Oh boy.
Bloody nose.
Some good-looking chocolate sauce there.
She's rather calm.
Could be jam.
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is.
This is my
Well,
territory
me.
now.
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Wow!
Pritchard, you're the life of the party. He hasn't even started.
Holy
that
crap!
Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a
Wow.
wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
Welcome to the 50s.
All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later. Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines, but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down, but the bones came up. It's a funny thing, but none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different. Look out! God, she didn't fall in.
What? You mean there's still acid in there?
Let's throw Ted in.
Oh, come on. Can grab something else.
Dang.
Yeah, but it might just be like rat acid.
Destroys everything.
You're gonna test
but
something
flesh.
else now.
Just leaves the bones. My, it's dry and dusty down here.
No, you can see a line where it.
Oh, there's a,
Hold it up.
a cure for that upstairs. Come on.
No, we shouldn't crunch more popcorn for the audience.
Those two. Gonna doink.
How'd you get invited to this party?
Oh no.
Oh, go on. I mean, what did he tell you?
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made the deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your 10,000?
Planes were a recent marvel.
What do you mean? If
Specifically planes.
won't he pay us if we stay?
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen
That's
so
sad.
many doors. Closet? Bottles.
Just spends the rest of the movie
Very good.
saying as he sees.
Oh, I wonder if it loops perfectly, because that would be incredible.
Closet. Big closet. Just dark closet.
Just
Does it go anywhere?
But you weren't holding it? It's drafty.
Lance!
This is kind of spooky.
Oh. Friday the 13th, when she's walking around with the lantern, when she would enter a room, you could tell that like
Oh boy.
all the ceiling lights and sconces went on to make the room look brighter, like she was walking in
Oh, never mind. Sorry, wrong room. My mistake. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That wasn't my cue.
Please! Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
See what I mean?
Please, come on!
Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
Locked?
Wow, that candle offers a lot of light.
You all right?
Nothing that money won't cure. I must
What?
have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Loren, is hysteria.
Well, then,
Once a
Doctor, how
month.
do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
It is the 50s.
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc.
Wait for me in the hall.
Whoa.
The ghosts are coming
back to
closer,
that
Mr.
closet.
Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and.
She's saying scotch and, like scotch
Yeah.
and soda?
Yeah.
Well, are you
it's a-
really going to pay anyone who
That's
stays
a
all
cool
night?
way.
Certainly.
Yeah.
The cool way to say it.
$10,000.
Will there be much
Scotch
red
and?
tape or delay?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Or scotch and water.
I feel like they didn't use soda because for audio reasons.
None of the drinks have had bubbles in them, so.
Just saying.
Just want to know what a scotch and is. Look it up.
Like a scotch and soda.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where?
It's the brightest candles in the entire world.
If the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Candles well known for never flickering.
Yes.
What?
Does it sound different to you?
Hello?
It's like someone up the reverb. by
Someone
a
will
1000%.
knock back.
It's just a chasm.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Why couldn't he just say 1, 2, 3, 4?
He's counting his paces, 3 feet per pace.
Oh.
3, 6. Now I'm gonna knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
These
What?
people are not terrified.
It's also not a science experiment. Just break it down.
Oh, goodness. Is that Gene Wilder?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I saw it again.
It's just my grandmother.
How is that candle not dripping burning
Where'd it
hot
come
wax all over them.
From in
too.
here.
It's an LED.
Light emitting to
Ran out of
candle.
here, I'd have seen
The
it.
candle.
Lance, it doesn't run, it just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
How can I?
You're a woman. Of course I don't.
Don't be a dick, Lance.
I thought no one closed the acid vat, but now it's closed.
Oh, did you say it's open now?
It's closed right now.
Oh.
But no one
But
ever
no
closed
no
it.
one closed it.
I'm Annabelle Lauren.
This is a
You must be
spooky
Miss
movie.
Manning. I realize this is a very unusual
Shut
and
up.
very, very dull party.
It is.
Wouldn't you
No,
like
it
to freshen up?
isn't.
It's very like ominous.
That makeup was really good though on the.
I think they lingered
Yeah.
on her a little bit too long, but yeah, it was good. It's good makeup.
Look at the aristocratic
your
paintings
room.
on the wall. That's how you know they're rich.
Depressing, isn't it?
Oh, she's
I
gonna,
doubt if I'll spend much
she's
time.
gonna spin that thing
Going
and
to rain.
prick her finger and fall
Perfect
asleep for 1,000
atmosphere for
years.
my
Isn't that what it
husband's
is?
party.
Yes.
There are bars in the window.
Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
They said earlier
Why did he pick
there
you?
were bars.
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
Just watch the movie.
You're not my supervisor.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So,
How long have you been sleeping with
why
me?
you?
Oh, years and years.
I just
What were
never
you doing
met him.
wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
But Lance has been dead for 50 years.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house
Lance
by
from
yourself.
NSYNC.
Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger.
Some
My
of your
my face is
showing.
already fixed. Well, fix it again.
I hope for your sake you never find out.
I should have a little trouble with that doorknob for some.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
Annabelle Lance.
Ralph Lauren.
You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance,
Whoa.
I'd hit you.
if I need help, may I count on you?
Sure, I guess so. Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
You guys want some Chex Mix?
What can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like
I'm good.
his can
This
get away
looks
with
like
anything.
nuts.
You know, of course, that I'm his
I
sport
ate all the
for it.
Chex.
The first simply disappeared.
Wait, there's nuts in...
The other two died.
It's homemade.
Lance,
Oh.
Ah.
Then
I
don't
don't wanna
brand
die.
it.
It's Chex.
You mean he,
oh, his
Chex.
doctor said they
I
died
know.
of heart attacks.
I'm...
Two
C
girls.
K C K
In
C
their 20s.
K S.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy.
Chex.
Nothing matters to him.
Is there offering Chex called Chex with a CKS? Because there should be.
Would he hurt you?
No, there's Chucks.
He would kill me if he could.
Chorks.
CHUX.
Chorks. That is so good. Chucks. CHUX.
Wait, did you? Is somebody's shadow? I'm not gonna rewind.
I missed it.
I think it was just somebody's shadow at the end of the hall.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men, in your fashion?
You're so clever, Frederick.
As I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not
Spicy.
going
We should
to your
talk to each
party.
other like that.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Would you adore me as much if I were poor? No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. Then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end. It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
It's kissing time, Lance.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
The scream!
She's trying to. She's trying to poop.
Oh no! This looks like
Comes
it's
the old woman.
It's a double scare. She calms down
Mirror.
so quickly.
That was a window.
Well, she was just briefly hysterical.
That's true.
You know how women get those flashes of emotion.
It's just a woman.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
Who was that?
That's creepy.
Someone being held hostage.
He's been living in the walls for years.
Don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened?
He's like, I'm scared. I'm holding you in front of me.
That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years.
Oh my god, you didn't tell us that?
I'm not going to stay here.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
I think
She's towing the line,
a
though.
woman.
These guys are assholes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife.
Hello,
These are our
wife.
guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
Get me out of here.
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait. It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
And I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
That's good props.
This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous.
Whoa!
I suppose you all know how to use one of these.
Oh,
things,
that's
but in case you
incredible.
don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger.
Ew.
Yeah, just shoot this gun off
This
right next
funny,
to your wife's
funny
ear.
little thing.
It's very topical.
These are no good
I
against the
know.
dead, only the living.
Well, that's the point.
Doctor? Lance?
This is ridiculous.
Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Bang.
Oh, now he's worried about gun
won't
safety.
be any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
That'd
Who
be
knows?
fun. It's like
Fear
Radio
makes
9.
people do amazing things.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
What's the over-under? It's not in a room anymore.
Darling,
It's definitely not there anymore.
I really don't need this.
I just can't focus with people waving guns around so carelessly. Where's your safety? Come on.
Have some trigger discipline. Come on.
Although it is the 50s, so.
Yeah, we hadn't fought either World War yet.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look.
What?
I'll give you a laugh on that. It's good.
Thanks. Wedding dress.
But it was in there. A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out!
Man.
All of you get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
Okay, maybe the hysteria diagnosis was
That's a little.
a little too
Think
much.
it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd
Oh,
taken
she's
a
got a
second.
gun.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
We should
They're
just
closing
insert
in on
ourselves
her.
in these
Look,
scenes.
Doc, I think somebody ought to stay
since
with
it's
her.
public.
There could be a
domain.
million people around her. And if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
But would you sort of stay up here, I mean, in case she needs help?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough.
What a feminist.
Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
But you don't believe in it.
No, that's what he's saying. Is you're doing this, so stop doing it.
Nora? 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 Nora! Nora! What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora? Where is she?
It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
You have a gun.
If you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Wow.
Nora.
Let her down.
Nora?
She's dead, Mr. Lauren.
That's a surprise.
Your wife hanged herself.
That's pretty good.
Suicide.
Sue who?
I hate you so much.
Got him.
Nora.
Hide me, please, hide me.
What's the matter?
Hide me. He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
How?
Lauren said she committed suicide, but I think somebody killed her.
Him?
Okay.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute. I've got to go downstairs. Now, you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right. And if you have to, you use it. So beautiful. So greedy. So cold. What are you doing in here? Wait. Don't wait. What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Look, Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Where's what's-her-name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Lauren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who'll be next?
He's drunk.
How will it happen?
He's the best.
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Loren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
Or you, Mr. Loren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
I never thought of that.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs.
Use a
Loren.
chain.
And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Loren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
You really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
Stay in the same room
All
for
agree?
the rest of the night.
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Just go to sleep.
Rooms? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet. What's the use of saying goodnight?
That guy's awesome.
Top 10.
Good night.
Didn't he lock his door?
Yes, and he went out of her door.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's been in his room.
Or
Good night,
her.
Doctor.
Oh boy.
That's what I would do. I like to draw in a tiny notebook.
Make tiny notes in my tiny.
There was there was nothing coming out of the end of that pen. You didn't check the other direction.
I know.
What the heck?
I wish it just panned over. There's someone just standing there.
I can't turn left. What if it went off? Set it down.
Oh, she's being marked again.
It wore off the first time.
Yeah.
I feel like that little music sting was a little late.
Nora, it's me, Lance.
There's no lock on the door.
You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Lance, I've been thinking.
Oh, it's the other
It was
door.
so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
But if he finds out you're alive... No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
Bets on Nora being in on the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
I kind of want it to be both, where it's Vincent Price killing everybody, but then at the end the ghosts are real and they get him.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I can see that more.
You're trapped in the prison of my mind.
I know. What? Star Trek door.
I was just gonna say, I'm on the set of Star Trek.
There's something on the
Looks
wing.
like Twilight Zone.
Engage.
Did you see that was a freeze frame at the end?
Yeah.
Because all the dust
All
and
the
scratch-
static stopped moving.
Yeah, the static stopped moving.
Oh no.
What?
It's that guy from Suicide Squad.
Ian, it was filmed in reverse.
That's so creepy, though.
Let me caress you.
Stand still.
Ooh, that's pretty
Oh,
creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the first real ghost we've seen, right? Because the other one was not.
think
Oh,
so.
yeah, it's the wife with the hangman. I get
Although this could be fake. That could be her body.
She's gonna hang her upside down. She's missed the neck by quite a bit.
it. And now we just reverse all the footage.
Play it forward.
I'm gonna shoot this bitch in the face. No, you don't. Shut up!
Do you think any of the guns are loaded, or only the one bullet Vincent Price shot?
I doubt that they're loaded.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be
Or it's like-
purposely left empty.
And he just tested his gun.
Yeah.
Slowest look. Start the piano. Oh, it's an organ. Shoot it.
Piano, but
Shoot
piano,
it.
but creepier.
It's possessed.
This is hysterical.
You know, these people are making bad decisions.
She's a
but
woman.
But at the same time, like, horror movies haven't been around long enough for them to have watched horror movies to know what not to do.
Yeah.
Guess this is how people act in this situation.
That's a good meme. Him coming out, seeing something, him going back
Going
in.
Oh, jeez.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ
Heard some
music?
light
That-
screaming,
And someone walking.
but no one's screaming.
You got yours? Ready?
You look
Yeah,
downstairs.
put your fingers
and I'll
in
look
the
up here.
trigger.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time?
Having this long, drawn-out conversation.
Fancy.
Mm.
Good day. Love just the old casual way of holding guns.
Straight
You know,
up.
the only one who held it correctly was the old lady, because she had her finger on the outside.
Yeah.
Like
Got trigger discipline.
the 50.
I'm waiting for someone's door to be locked and they just shoot the lock.
Was in the 50s, was houses with candles still a thing?
But this is like
This
we're
house
assuming this is
doesn't
an
have-
older house.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But I guess I guess 50s was early enough that they wouldn't have renovated it at that point.
Well, they did have electricity because
It's
when the
almost
power
over
went
now.
out. Well, I don't know if that was power above. It looked like
Every
it was power.
detail
Yeah.
is perfect.
I'm just curious, in the actual 50s, how many houses, even old houses, still used only candles and gas and stuff, you know?
What the heck? What?
Said it's almost over, darling.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet. But she will.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
It's a good twist.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what?
Yeah.
An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
But they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we've planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me.
And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
Base mushing.
Yummy.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
Yoshi.
Not.
Was that a butter turn? Oh no, I guess it's a grape press.
Laundry?
Churn?
Oh, grape press, yeah.
You said turn.
It's a butter chucks.
Butter chucks.
It's-
Chucks.
Next week on Chucks.
Chuck's Quest.
Oh, we need to make a show just called Chucks. I don't know what we do on it though.
Oh, no.
They did cut there.
Yeah, I know. Sliced.
I want him to step and fall into the vat of acid.
Yeah, it has to come back again.
Oh, right in the heart.
Ooh.
What's wrong with her?
I think
thought it was gonna be the caretakers.
I think they recorded her scream once and then they keep
They just
playing
reuse
over
it.
every time. Yeah.
She probably blew out her like vocal cords doing that.
Why would they put the... Is he gonna put his body in acid? Why?
He must have
It
fallen into
disappears.
the vat of acid.
Because they used to hold the bones.
No, but it's like, they already talked about how the perfect alibi is that she got hysterical and shot him on accident. So why hide the body?
Oh, yeah.
Trip and fall. Trip and fall. Was he still alive?
That's why.
That's how Vincent Price died.
She's really
I think-
good.
Yeah, they
What if-
really dropped him in a vat.
What
of
if
acid.
what if it's a misdirect and Vincent Price at the last moment tripped the doctor in?
Ooh, that could.
Mm.
That's what I think so. Kyle, your mic limiter is cutting you off a little bit.
David?
It's more spooky.
David?
It couldn't have been a better time for it to cut out.
David. Ew, David.
It's time for the ghosts.
Just want ABBA to start playing.
Dancing Queen.
Mamma mia. Here I go again.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Bones. Oh, please walk out.
It just floats up straight.
Yeah, just come all the way up.
Yes!
Yes.
This is a good reveal.
Haven't you ever played Skyrim before?
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me.
Now that's a meme.
Oh no.
That is 100% a gif right there.
I love this bone they've invented between the index finger and the thumb.
Yeah.
You can see they have the wires on it to keep it together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost.
Oh.
oh, yep.
It was weird. It was like a skip in the film there.
Wonder why.
What?
That's incredible!
It's Vincent Price in a puppet master outfit.
Oh man, that movie just took all of our complaints and said, nah.
It's insane.
Man, she fell for it.
Wow.
What an
We all
idiot.
did.
Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity
How
you
did
didn't
he
know when
recover
you
from
started
that?
your game of murder
She's been practicing for
that I
years.
was playing too.
Oh, like he
All
wasn't
this
actually
time.
shot.
How to get hit by a ball.
I think it was.
Why? It's not gonna
Come on,
melt.
get in here.
It's right along here somewhere.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Lorne. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive.
I don't think so.
What if he still had his marionette
It's him,
stuff
he's
on?
alive.
Just like
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks.
There we go.
Boom.
I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Damn.
Dang, Vincent.
Did he ever explain why there is a vat of acid?
Yeah.
It was
they-
the guy. The previous owner was a winemaker, and his wife
Yeah.
didn't like the wine, so he filled
it
the
with
vat
acid
with
and
acid.
killed her.
Yeah.
Now they're 9.
Oh, but it was just
There'll be
to kill his
more,
wife,
many.
basically. There was no logical explanation.
No, I think beforehand it was filled with
Coming
wine.
for me
He
now.
stored
Oh.
wine there for some stupid reason.
Okay, I missed that part.
And then they'll come for you.
For us?
Not me.
You know what? Not bad.
I don't want to kill my wife.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah, that was a good twist. It's the end.
That's pretty good.
Increíble, folks. Increíble. That was House on Haunted Hill, 1959 classic. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Yet another year of Spooky Pixel in the books. It's been an unorthodox year, I think largely because we didn't plan ahead of time too much, and also I quit hard after that first 15 minutes. Couldn't handle it. No regrets. I'm glad I quit. How you guys feeling about Spooky Pixel total? Let's start with Will.
I liked it. I had a good time, and Visage was a terribly terrifying game.
Oh, Karen, you played Visage, right? Is that the one you played last week?
Yes,
She watched me
I
play it.
assisted morally.
Gotcha. And Kyle, you were on more Spooky Pixel episodes this year than I was. How'd you like it?
It was great. Poppy playtime was definitely a highlight.
It's
It was
terrifying.
really, really good, actually. I can't wait for the second episode to come out. I'm really excited. And yeah, Visage was. It took a little bit to get going, but the last like 10 minutes of Will's playthrough was excellent.
Spooky.
Yes.
Well, folks, we have 11 months to plan for Spooky Pixel 2022. I'll tell you the idea that Will and I had for 2021, but we didn't do it because it was a crazy idea. It would have taken a lot of effort, and there was just too many things going on. But we were going to lock ourselves in Will's studio overnight with some sort of horror game challenge and have periodic moments where we had to perform things, like, for example, walk around the studio in the dark and go all the way to the other end. And we were going to film the whole 6 hours and then cut it into 5 or 6 episodes, but we're too lazy for that. But I just wanted to mention that to give you a taste, a little teeny tiny teaser taste of what we are willing to do for Spooky Pixel 2022. Really, I don't know where it goes from here. You guys got any ideas?
The moon.
I think we should find an old abandoned house
Jesus,
that
I'm out.
inexplicably
Ooh,
has
yes.
good internet and electricity and stream from there.
God,
There are some spooky places in Jersey. I'm sure we'll find something.
We could maybe
you know.
convince
Then we'd have
Bill
to go to Jersey.
Yeah, well, we could do it in Salem. We could go up to Salem, Massachusetts.
That's true.
Ooh,
I was thinking about that
Spooky.
if we did a ghost tour per episode.
Yeah.
We could do
I
like
think
Gettysburg.
You could burn
Ghost
witches.
Tour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
do
out.
that anyway.
I'm out. Anyways, folks, thank you guys so much for joining us. You can find us at Subpixel Team on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. You can also find us at subpixelfilms.com. That takes you right to our YouTube page, which has all of our stream archives, as well as some fantastic videos, including our brand new documentary on Skatebird. And folks, I'm going to say it right here. I'm going to say it right now. Next week, less than a week away, next Saturday, November 6th at noon Eastern, we are starting Extra Life 2021. We're going to be streaming for 25 hours straight. Thank you, God, for daylight savings time, making us suffer an extra hour. It's going to be a doozy. We've been planning it. We've been prepping it. I can't wait to do it. We're going to have everybody here on at least some of the segments. We've even got some other people stopping in. It's going to be a crazy time. So get ready to donate to charity. Karen, anything you want to shout out or any projects you've got going or where people can find you?
You can find me on here sometimes, and I don't really have anything
On the Extra Life stream.
but for Extra Life,
Yeah, she'll be on.
You'll
some.
I'll be on there. Yeah, I'll be on some stuff. We might want to try out a couple of things too, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be fun. And Will, people can find you where?
Hunt270 on Twitter.
And Kyle?
At Kyle of the Beard, Twitter, Instagram.
And you can find me on Twitter at Think Gibson. Thank you guys so much for joining for this watch along. And, honestly, I think it was a good success. Maybe we'll watch some more movies in the future. But folks, for now, it's time to say good night and goodbye to Spooky Pixel 2021. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.